In this video, we are going to solve numericals. Let us take up two solved numericals which are given on page number 79. Let's take the first question. The absolute refractive index of water is 1.36. So what is the velocity of light in water? Now absolute refractive index, refractive index is denoted by N. It is absolute refractive index. That means the first medium through which light will travel is either air or vacuum, and the second medium is water. So I'm going to denote absolute refractive index of water NW as 1.36. So what will be the velocity of light in the first medium? It will be C because it is absolute refractive index. So this will be C, and that is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second. Right? We have to find out what is the velocity of light in water. So velocity of light in water is to be calculated. So this will be question mark, right? Now this is the given information. Now I will write down the formula. Absolute refractive index of water will be is equal to V1 upon V2. Okay, so absolute refractive index of water will be, what is V1 here? 3 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second upon V2. Do I know NW? Yes, I know NW. So I will be substituting the value of NW as 1.36. So V2 will be is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 8 divided by 1.36. And this comes to 2.21 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second. So the velocity of light in water is 2.21 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second. Let's take the second example. Light travels with a velocity of 1.5 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second in a medium. On entering the second medium, the velocity becomes 0.75 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second. We have to find out refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium. Let's write down the given information. Light travels with a velocity of 1.5 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second in the first medium. So this is V1. When it enters the second medium, the velocity, that is V2, becomes 0.75 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second. We have to calculate refractive index of second medium with respect to the first medium. So I'll write down the formula. N21 is equal to V1 upon V2, which is equal to 1.5 into 10 raised to 8 divided by V2 is 0.75 into 10 raised to 8. 10 raised to 8 and 10 raised to 8 gets cancelled. Now I'll remove the decimal. 15 upon 75. If I have to remove decimal from the numerator, I will have to multiply by 10. And if I have to remove the decimal from the denominator, the decimal is after 2 place, I will multiply by 100. Okay, so 0 and 0 will get cancelled. 25 3s are 75 and 25 6s are 150. 3 1s are and 3 2s are 6. So refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium will be is equal to 2. And refractive index has no unit. So N21, that is refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium, will be is equal to 2. Let's take another numerical given on page number 79. Question number 4a. If the speed of light in the medium is 1.5 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second, we have to calculate the absolute refractive index of the medium. Since we have to calculate the absolute refractive index of the medium, V1 will be 3 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second. एक बात याद रखनी है कि जब भी हम लोग को एब्सोल्यूट रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स कैलकुलेट करना है या एब्सोल्यूट रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स दिया होगा तो V1 हमें आंख बंद करके 3 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second लिखना है. Now the speed or the velocity of light in the medium, that is in the second medium, is 1.5 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second. तो क्या कैलकुलेट करना है? I have to calculate absolute refractive index of the medium, that is second medium with respect to first medium. So N21, what is the formula? V1 upon V2. What is V1? 3 into 10 raised to 8 upon, what is V2? 1.5 into 10 raised to 8. 10 raised to 8, 10 raised to 8 will get cancelled. If I have to remove the decimal from the denominator, I will have to multiply by 10 in both numerator and denominator. So this will become 30 upon 15. 15 upon 30 upon 15 will be 2. So absolute refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium will be is equal to 2. The next numerical, if the absolute refractive indices of glass and water are 3 by 2 and 4 by 3 respectively, then what is the refractive index of glass with respect to water? We are given absolute refractive index. So I'll write absolute refractive index of glass as Ng is equal to 3 upon 2. We are also given absolute refractive index of water. So absolute refractive index of water is equal to 4 by 3. What is the refractive index of glass with respect to water? So this is to be calculated, right? Now, refractive index, absolute refractive index of glass, absolute refractive index of glass will be is equal to velocity of light in air or vacuum divided by velocity of light in glass, that is Vg, right? So I will have to substitute Vg. So Vg will be is equal to, that is velocity of light in glass will be is equal to C upon absolute refractive index of glass. Let me take it as equation number 1. Now absolute refractive index of water will be is equal to velocity of light in air or vacuum divided by velocity of light in water, that is Vw. So Vw will be is equal to C upon absolute refractive index of water. Let me take it as equation number 2. Now I have to calculate absolute refractive index of glass with respect to water. Now absolute refractive index of glass with respect to water will be velocity of light in water upon velocity of light in glass, that is Vw upon Vg. Do I know Vw? Yes, C upon Nw. Do I know Vg? Yes, C upon Ng. So refractive index of glass with respect to water will be is equal to, substituting the values, what is Vw? C upon absolute refractive index of water upon, what is Vg? C, this is Vg, C upon absolute refractive index of glass. So refractive index of glass with respect to water will be C upon Nw, that is absolute refractive index of water, and this will become reciprocal, that is absolute refractive index of glass upon velocity of light in vacuum. Velocity of light in vacuum will get cancelled. So refractive index of glass with respect to water will be absolute refractive index of glass upon absolute refractive index of water. Do I know absolute refractive index of glass? Yes, 3 upon 2 divided by, do I know absolute refractive index of water? Yes, 4 by 3. So this will be 3 by 2 into, upon 4 by 3 will become into, and we'll have to take reciprocal, 3 by 4. So refractive index of glass with respect to water will be 9 by 8. Let us take up a question which is given on page number 79. Question number 2a. If angle of incidence and angle of emergence of a light ray falling on a glass slab are I and E respectively, then prove that I is equal to E. That is, we have to show that angle of incidence is equal to angle of emergence. So now we are considering a glass slab, and let us name the glass slab as PQRS, and I have drawn the incident ray, the refracted ray and the emergent ray. So let the incident ray meet side PQ at N, and let the emergent ray meet side SR at point M. Okay, so in the glass slab, that is PQRS, I have written, let us consider PQRS as a glass slab. Now since PQRS is a rectangular glass slab, PQ will be parallel to SR, so PQ is parallel to SR, and we are going to take this NM as a transversal. So NM is a transversal, NM is a transversal. Now this is the angle of incidence and this is the angle of refraction, angle I and angle R. Now in the second case, when the refraction is taking place, instead of I have written as I1. I is written as I1, and angle of refraction is taken as angle of emergence. Okay. So if NM is a transversal and if PQ is parallel to SR, alternate angles will be equal. That is, R will be equal to I1. That is, angle R will be is equal to angle I1. Okay, angle R is equal to angle I1. Now, let us find out refractive index of glass with respect to air. So, refractive index of glass with respect to air will be is equal to sin I by sin R. So, sin I upon sin R. What will be refractive index of air with respect to glass? That is second medium with respect to first medium. That is refractive index of air with respect to glass. It will be is equal to sin I upon sin R. In this case, sin I sin I1 upon what is sin R here? Sin E. Okay. Now, we also know that refractive index of glass with respect to air is equal to 1 upon refractive index of air with respect to glass. We have already seen this in the term or in the definition of refractive index. That is, refractive index of glass with respect to air is equal to 1 upon refractive index of air with respect to glass. So let us substitute the values. Refractive index of glass with respect to air is sin I by sin R is equal to 1 upon what is refractive index of air with respect to glass? It is equal to sin I1 upon sin E. Okay. So sin I upon sin R will be is equal to 1 into, let me take the reciprocal of sin I1 into sin I1 upon sin E. It will become ulta, sin E upon sin I1. Okay. Now, so I get sin I upon sin R is equal to sin 1 into sin E will be sin E upon sin I1. Now you look at the denominator. The denominator is sin R and sin I1. So sin R is equal to sin I1. See this, sin R is equal to sin I1. So since sin I or sin R is equal to sin I1, the numerator will also be equal. Sin I will be equal to sin E. That is, I will be is equal to E. That is, angle of incidence is equal to angle of emergence.